In Texas, we're no strangers to bold decisions. In 2023, we made one of our boldest yet, with the passage of House Bill 8. But before I dive into the policy specifics of this bill, let's talk about why reform was needed in the first place. Our community college funding model was outdated, and frankly, it wasn't aligned with the rapidly shifting needs of our workforce. Industries were evolving faster than our education system, leaving a growing gap between the skills employers needed and the training students were receiving. The gap was a catalyst for reform. In 2021, the Texas Commission on Community College Finance was established. This group of legislators, higher education leaders, and industry experts came together with the singular goal to reimagine how we fund our Texas community colleges. Central to this effort was the idea of incentivizing student completion, particularly in credentials that hold real value in local economies. Because when we do that, we don't just boost student success, we drive economic growth across our state. The historic passage of HB 8 is the result of this effort. It replaces a static funding model based on the number of courses and credit hours offered with a dynamic performance-based model tied to specific outcomes. When I talk about HB 8, I often get asked, what makes HB 8 truly transformative? At its core, it transforms the way we think about funding. No longer are we simply focused on how many students enroll. Instead, funding is tied to what really matters, whether students are completing their degrees and certifications, transferring to four-year universities, or earning credentials in high-demand fields like healthcare, manufacturing, and IT. We're rewarding outcomes, not just attendance. In other words, instead of competing against one another for state dollars, each community college is now challenging itself to earn additional funding by awarding credentials of value to more students that align with Texas workforce needs, both today and tomorrow. HB 8 goes even further. We're expanding dual credit programs, making it easier for high school students to earn college credits. And through the Financial Aid for Swift Transfer, or FAST program, we've made sure those transitions to post-secondary education are smoother, faster, and more affordable. This is a game changer for students looking to get a head start on their careers. And then there's workforce alignment. HB 8 directly incentivizes community colleges to partner with local industries. Colleges are no longer just educators, they're engines of local economic growth, designing programs tailored to the specific needs of the regional economy. Now, just a few years into implementation, we're already seeing the impact. Grayson College, for example, has partnered with Texas Instruments to offer hands-on training in advanced manufacturing, giving students the real-world skills they need to land high-demand, high-wage jobs. And thanks to the stability provided by the new performance-based model, community colleges can now plan strategically for long-term growth. Looking ahead, HB 8 is poised to have a transformative long-term impact. By focusing on workforce alignment and student success, we're building a more resilient, competitive economy. Sustaining this impact will require continued investment, not only in funding, but also in refining the model to ensure that it benefits every student in every corner of the state. Ultimately, House Bill 8 is more than just a funding reform for Texas. It's a blueprint for other states to follow. By tying funding to outcomes, aligning education with workforce needs, and expanding access through dual credit programs, Texas is setting a new standard for advancing student success and economic growth. Still in its early years, HB 8 has already delivered significant progress, but the true potential of this model extends beyond Texas. And as other states seek to modernize their higher education systems, HB 8 offers a forward-looking path, one that prioritizes students, strengthens the workforce, and drives long-term economic opportunity.